guys, it's Adrienne. I'm back again with another video, and this one is a long overdue. Okay, so I want to talk about my trip to Accra, Ghana. That's in Africa, if you did not know, and it was amazing. I stayed for about 5 days. It took me 16 hours to get there. If you've never taken a long flight, like, look, there's just a few things that you need to know. Okay, so I'm gonna go over we're gonna do 4 do's and 4 don'ts for Accra, Ghana, for Africa, for traveling in general, but specifically for Accra. Okay, so number 1, take your airborne, have your vitamins, because you're gonna be on a plane with a bunch of people coughing, da-da-da. If you can, get yourself a window seat. I had a window seat, I had my headphones, I had my blanket, I had my book. Landed at night, it was evening, and I did go out that night. At night it is pretty humid. It was about 81 degrees. So I went out first night, had a great time, chilled at this lounge, very like good vibes. Everybody that I met in Accra was super nice. Everybody was like, had good vibes, so that was great. My next do, for sure, plan ahead, okay? Like, plan out everything that you want to do. Google, do your research, find out like what you want to see. Like Cocoon National Park, definitely a must-see, but I didn't realize that that's actually like 5 or 6 hours away from Accra. So like in my mind, I'm like, yes, we're definitely going there, but I didn't really like plan ahead for that. So definitely get your game plan going and what you want to do each day. And you know, another do, hang out with the locals. Like sometimes, like, get to know the people of Accra, like get to know the culture, you know, what the food is like. The food, okay, let me tell you guys, I don't know, I wasn't prepared for the fact that everything is spicy, like everything. I was like, okay, jollof is spicy too, and I had no idea. I even had Chinese food out there, and let me tell you, it was really good. They did try to throw some extra spices in there. I'm like, is there gonna be any food that I'm gonna try that's not spicy? Like, I had some sushi, it was not spicy. Okay, so there's that. On my last day, I went to the African marketplace. You know, that's where they basically have all their, you know, cloths and the paintings and drums and jewelry, and I got everybody a gift that I could. But it was like a little crazy, you know. They do try to get you a little bit, you know, so just get your attention to come and shop with them. You can bargain with them. It's like going to the swap meet in LA, or, you know, the alley downtown. You can get some good deals, so just be aware that have cash for sure. And lastly, a big do is just be open-minded. Like, people have this perception of Africa that it's all just like dirt roads and, like, you know, like women walking around with stuff on their head, which is, they do definitely have the dirt roads, and they for sure have women that carry like things on their heads, like baskets. Y'all, I saw a woman, I kid you not, this woman had a whole dining room table on her head, and I didn't catch that on camera. I was so mad, but that was probably the most wild, reckless thing I've seen on a woman's head. Like, they also had like toiletry products and just fruit and different things. So yes, you're definitely gonna see that, but then there's this whole other side to it where it's like there's a lot of wealthy people that live there. There's a ton of just like super dope rooftop spots and restaurants and just places to visit. There's really great shopping. Like, don't be afraid to ask people, you know, the locals or people at your hotel about where the hot spots are, you know, what the gyms of Ghana are. So I went and visited Black Star Square, which is where like they have the huge gatherings, you know, everybody comes and hangs out in that square when there's something big going on, when there's like a new president or something like that. So it was super dope. That was Independence Arc also was there. Took some photos. Like, it was just an awesome experience. So let's get into the don'ts. Number one, do not forget your mosquito repellent. It was pretty interesting because I didn't get bit at all until I was hanging out at my hotel, on my hotel balcony. It was like 3 in the morning. I stayed in Labadi Beach area, so I was right near the beach, and it was about 3 a.m. and I had a little ganja, you know, and I decided to smoke, and the mosquitoes, I could feel them biting me, and I'm like, what the hell? So I went inside. Next day, oh my god, I went to rip my skin off. So definitely have mosquito repellent ready. If not, buy some there, because you may have an experience like mine where you trying to get your smoke on, your chill on, and the mosquitoes are trying to get their eat on. Okay, so number 2 don't. My next don't get too drunk. Don't do what I did. Literally, I was hungover every day, almost every day, because they party so hard out there. I'm talking like they get lit. We were in the club popping bottles. So I didn't really get to do too much sightseeing like I wanted. I definitely probably would have made the trip to Cocoon National Park. That was 6 hours away. If I had not been so hungover every day, like, I would have definitely planned for that. Also, I thought that, you know, just as a common misconception, you know, you're in Africa, like, oh, I want to go on a safari. The nearest safari was about 7 hours away. So, yeah, that you just gotta be mindful of like what area that you're going to and what it has to offer and how close the nearest, you know, whatever it is that you want to see is. So just do that. My next don't just stay in one area. Like I was just saying, definitely venture out. You know, the people at your hotel will look out for you. They'll tell you what areas to go to, which areas not to go to. Like, have it up, live it up, go try different foods. Like I said, I met great people when I was out there. Everybody was super nice. Like, I went to all these great restaurants. Like, that's one thing that I love to do when I travel is eat. So it was important for me that I was getting the good food. Last don't be intimidated by the fact that when you go places like the African market, or you know, you go into where there's like a lot of the locals, because they will be on you. But like, I mean, I had a driver with me, so he was able to like speak their language and just be like, yo, we're good. But don't be afraid to, you know, speak up for yourself, because I had a situation where these men, they taught me how to, in the African market, they taught me how to play the drum. It was so dope. Like, they were, you know, really just, we were getting to, we were having like a little circle, bow, bow, bow. Then after they taught me how to play the drums, they're like, yo, so we also sell these drums. And at that point, like, I was all out of cash. Cities is their currency. I was all out. So I couldn't buy anything else. And they're like, oh no, it's cool, like, just go to the ATM, like, we'll show you. They followed us to the ATM. The ATM didn't work. But wait, I left that apart. So after they taught me how to play the drums and they showed me the drum, they're like, yeah, we could put your name on it. And I'm like, and they asked me to write my name down. So I wrote my name down and like, look, I have to go to the ATM, like, I don't have any money. Don't put my name on it. So I guess it was their tactic of like trying to get me to go ahead and buy the drum. Because when I was coming out of the ATM, they had already, they wrote my name on the drum. They're like, here, we got your name on it. Like, are you ready to buy it? And so I'm like, no, because first of all, the ATM doesn't work. And second, I told you guys not to put my name on it. They thought they was going to pressure your girl into buying the drum. I felt bad because I was like, it's a dope drum. Like, I want it, but it was just like, bro, like, I don't have any more cash. I can't get any cash. Thank you, but no thank you. But I would definitely say that is a place that you have to visit. Like, it's the motherland. It just happened that my mom and uncle had just done an ancestry.com kind of thing, and I found out that I'm 15% Ghanaian. So that's probably why I was, you know, playing them drums like that. You feel me? I was really just doing the thug thizzle because I'm part Ghanaian, apparently. Go and see what Africa has to offer, and I promise, like, you'll have a great time too. It was a beautiful, it was more than I expected, honestly. Luxurious, was fascinating, was you know, mind-blowing, and all those things. So gotta visit. I heard South Africa, when they talk about women and, you know, having the assets, South Africa's where it's at. So I feel like I need to go down there and find out what they eating over there.